So it's been a little over 2 years since I started working at ToastyBros, the YouTube channel, and I've been doing videography for about 2 years now. And I just kind of wanted to sit down and give you guys a video on my experience as a YouTuber. I guess you can call me a YouTuber kind of, since I do these videos, and I also am usually behind the camera making videos. We'll call myself a YouTuber, but doing YouTube for 2 years now. And it's usually a dream job for so many people. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys my background on how I got here, in case you don't know, and my experiences in the 2 years that I've been doing it now. Now, before I start on my rant, you can watch McAllister's 5-year anniversary video working at ToastyBros. A few videos down on this channel. McAllister is our editor, and he has a lot of experience here at ToastyBros in terms of just being here longer than I have. And it's been really cool to see his journey as he's gone through the 5 years of working here. And then kind of how I feel like my journey's been going through ToastyBros and through YouTube in the last 2 years. And wondering if I'll be where he's at in the next 3, or if I'm gonna have different thoughts and feelings about being a YouTuber compared to him. So to start off, if you guys don't know, I actually knew Zach, our graphics designer, on the team, and then I loosely knew Jackson, didn't know Matt at all really. We would maybe go to a party or two once a year, kind of like a friend get together. We had mutual friends, and I showed up one day, met Jackson, and we just kind of linked there. And we're loose friends, and we were playing some video games together here and there. And I always thought that being on the YouTube channel would be really cool. Like Zach would occasionally tell me cool parts about being on, running a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So I always thought it was a really cool job. I just never really thought I'd get the opportunity to work here. And I always thought it'd be a really cool thing to get into. But again, just being a smaller YouTube channel at the time, it was like 500K subscribers. I didn't know if they would be able to afford bring another person on. And eventually I actually bought my Sony camera, and Zach saw it on my story. I posted that I got the new camera, and he was like, Jonah, do you want to do some videography for the YouTube channel? And honestly, at first I said no. I said I wasn't really interested. I was in my last year of college, and I was just kind of finishing that up, and I planned on doing some kind of business and marketing pathway, but I ended up not doing that. Obviously, I shadowed here. He said, just come try it out. Even if it's not like the pay you're looking for, just come on by, shadow a day, and see if you actually like doing it. And I don't even know why he kind of said I wasn't really interested at first, because realistically, this has been probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, honestly. So I shadowed the job. It was a lot of fun. We literally didn't do anything all day. Obviously, we made the day really fun. They took me out to Taco Bell. We filmed like a video, and we all just kind of hung out and did some fun stuff that shadow day. And we just had a good time. And I took a pay cut. I quit my 4-year sales job at Watson's, like a furniture store and pool store. And I didn't really have anything lined up after college anyway, so I just kind of went for it. The hours were really good. We work Monday through Friday from 10 to 3, and I work a little later nowadays, but it's been a lot of fun, and I definitely have grown a lot since I got here. Like I'll show on screen here, on my first few days of working here, I literally just manned the camera, and sometimes that was sitting and watching it on the tripod while they were benchmarking. So my role here has definitely expanded a lot. And I've obviously started doing DIY videos. I actually did that like on my second week here. I made a video about like editing tips for car photographers, and I did a lot of car content back whenever I first started, and I do want to get back into that. But as a whole, working with the YouTube and everything like that, it has become a really cool experience, and I definitely don't regret having this job, and I don't take it for granted at all either. I know that a lot of people would kill to be in a position that we're all in here, and it's a really cool experience. I've got to say, one of the main downsides to working at a channel that does so many videos like this, it's definitely easy to lose the attachment to each video that you make. It's more so kind of just part of the schedule nowadays. So we obviously have a time we come in, a time we leave, and then we basically just aim to get as much as we possibly can done within that allotted time. Sometimes we'll move outside of that window, and we're doing like trips, and we're doing, more of those specific videos that require time outside of the office. But inside the office, it's a very structured setup, and I think it has to be that way just because of the fact that we have to get so many videos out. So I think the only downside that I have kind of come to terms with when working this job for a few years now is just the formula. And sometimes the formula can get pretty old, and kind of rinsing and repeating videos and losing that attachment to some of those videos can definitely be kind of sucky. At the beginning, whenever I was at this job, I was paying a lot of attention to each video we make, and now with me being a complete PC nerd, as I've grown with PC knowledge over the years and everything, using similar parts, doing similar video styles like pre-built unboxings and things like that. I pretty much know exactly how a video is going to go based on the parts, based on the type of video that it is. So in that sense, it can get a little dull and, you know, kind of dry. But I really do gotta say that on the times that we do go out of the formula and we do those really fun videos, do some fun skits and things like that, like the April Fool's video, those types of videos and just experiences are the ones that make this job 120% worth it, because those are the types of videos that I imagined like YouTubers doing. And I didn't really realize that that a lot of YouTubers follow a very, very specific and set formula in their own way for their own channel. And that formula isn't as like crazy as you might think from the outside perspective. So aside from following the formula, those outside of the box videos are really, really fun and definitely something worth cherishing and enjoying in this kind of job. It can be very, very difficult to listen to the amount of feedback that you get, because we have 800,000 subscribers now, and although not 800,000 people watch us, there's a lot of people that do watch us, and the community's huge, and there's a lot of feedback and things like that. So balancing having fun, being creative, and then listening to feedback, it can be a little tiring. And I will say, as I've worked this job for 2 years, it is a dream job, but it is still sometimes a job. And other times it's like, I'm not even working, but more often than not, we have a schedule we're following, and we're sticking to it pretty tightly. And it's important to remind myself in this kind of job that you have to just take a step back sometimes and just appreciate what you have, because it is a really, really cool job, and I really wouldn't trade it for the world. If I weren't to have this job, I don't really know where I'd be right now. Probably either still selling pools or in some kind of weird business marketing job in some way or another, or I'd be doing my own thing. I don't really know exactly what I'd be doing, but it's definitely been a long journey. And I think being able to work with cameras every single day, like because it's one of my big hobbies, and being able to work with friends, and whether sometimes it's good or bad, and just being able to grow like a small business like PC Bros and grow the YouTube channel to hopefully 1 million subscribers within the next year or so. It's been a really, really cool journey, and being like the fifth member of the ToastyBros team has been really, really awesome. That's pretty much all the ranting session I wanted to do today. I definitely have come a long way in the last 2 years. If you scroll down on this channel, you can definitely see the quality has definitely changed a little bit. I try to put more and more effort into my videos whenever I have the time to put into them. And I also want to improve my content on the main channel, especially on my own personal skill sets. I really have tried upping the bar slowly but consistently, so I'm not someone that's gonna like heavily burn out and just kind of plateau for like a year or two. So it's definitely a game that you have to play with in your mind a lot, but it's a fun one. So looking forward to this next year and the years after that, and hopefully we can hit 1 million soon, and we'll be on the way up. So thanks for watching today if you all did, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.